in George Orwell's book, which is called 1984, in George Orwell's book 1984, he talks about these two concepts, Newspeak and Doublethink. Go read this book, 1984, where he's talking about a dystopic world that we'll be living in the future. It's already coming into fruition. Now, by the end of this video, you'd have learned, number one, that the government is trying to shrink down language. They're trying to control language, and also they're trying to get rid of critical thinking. They don't want their citizens to have critical thinking. Number two, you're going to find out how hip-hop is a counterculture to the government's newspeak, okay, in the mass media and newspapers and on the TV, right? But hip-hop is a counterculture to conventional language and conventional culture. Number three, you'll find out that hip-hop may die out sometime in the future, right? And the reason why I'm concerned about this is because, number one, there's more AI rappers that's starting to come out in the industry now. I want you to stay with me right to the end of this video, because I've got a couple of videos that I want to show you, alright? And also some of the language that AI is using, which isn't even their own originality. They're using other rappers' lyrics, yeah, over some beats. But I'll tell you what, it's very hard to tell whether it is a proper rapper or whether it's AI that's doing the rapping. So number three, you'd have learned that there's a possibility that hip-hop may disappear in the future due to AI and also due to the prison service. So what is Newspeak? Newspeak in 1984 is language engineered to shrink thought. In rap, artists often expand or distort language to expose how institutions manipulate speech. Doublethink is holding two contradictory truths at once. Rappers often use irony, persona switching, or layered meaning to show how society forces people into contradictions. Be free but obey. Be authentic but marketable. These are doublethink ideas. You can see all of this going on right now. George Orwell's concepts are here right now in society. It's on the news all the time, yeah? In the main news. It's in newspapers. It's also on social media sites. Doublethink and Newspeak and the hip-hop culture has come up as a counterculture to Newspeak and to Doublethink. Check out these lyrics by Tupac Shakur. I'm God in the flesh. I'm the devil too. You got to see the bigger picture to have a fair view. Alright? Now, this is classical doublethink, yeah? Doublethink and Newspeak. Now, rappers such as Tupac were so much against the system in corporate America, right? And he was eventually, I believe, taken out, and so does a lot of other people believe that as well, because I think it's coming as a bit of a threat to the institution. There's another rapper, right, and his name is Past Tense. And Past Tense said, Doublethink got the world under spell. Speak facts, not fiction, and you will prevail. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. And truth is the enemy. And truth is the enemy. Alright? The only truth the institution want you to follow is their truth and their narratives. Okay? And as I say again, the rap industry is coming up against the institutions because they see so much inequality that's going on in society, but the media always tries to cover it up, and the news is a propaganda machine. You see, hip-hop uses language and it flips it. It flips it. So words that we used to have from the dictionary that were taken literally, words such as wicked, right? Wicked, people saw that as being evil, but in the rap industry they flipped the language around. And that's considered wicked in the hip-hop industry is seen as something good. That tune was wicked. That tune was bad. If you look in the dictionary under the definitions of wicked or bad, it would mean something negative, something that isn't any good. But within the hip hop culture, they flipped the language, right? They flipped the script. So something wicked means something good. Okay? Bad. That tune sounds bad to an older person, right? Probably in their 60s or 70s. Yeah, who grew up in the 1940s or 50s, probably take those words literally. Alright? So if you turn around and you say, man, that tune was bad, they say, what? What's wrong with that tune? I thought it was quite good myself. Hip hop also uses codes, and they have to use codes to get around the censorship laws and also the algorithms. Yeah? So things such as Merc. Most people wouldn't know what Merc is, but if you're in the hip hop industry, you know what Merc means. Okay? When you talk about murking somebody, okay? To unalive someone, in other words, Merc. Yeah? Call the police, the popo. The popo. Yeah? These are codes which they use in the hip hop industry. Chronic. Other words that they use. Food. Especially in the UK hip hop industry, they use this word food. Get me some food. And they don't mean food literally. Okay? What I mean by food is drugs. Language that are used in the hip hop industry. Just like in the medical profession, how they have their own codes and language. Because if you look on, say, prescription drugs, for instance, they use all these really long words and you sort of think, what the hell does that mean? I don't understand that term. And when they're speaking to you in a, say, doctor's surgery, they're using this language, you sort of think, I don't know what you're talking about. Why don't you just use layman's terms? In the 1980s, in the mid-1980s, something came in called gangster rap. And the prison service, along with certain record labels, such as Vanguard, okay, they took interest in hip-hop. And now, guess what? There's a lot of young people who's been quite impressionable, yeah, through this music, and I've ended up going to prison, okay? And in prison, guess what? They've been used in there as cheap labor. So you got a lot of blacks and you got a lot of Hispanics that have ended up in prison. And I don't say that there isn't white kids as well who have been influenced by hip hop, who are in prison, but predominantly it is young black and Hispanic kids that end up incarcerated. And this music, this gangster music, has had some kind of impression on them. The industry has found another way to try and use something that was primarily a black art form, right, to try and either get rid of it or to try and find a way of making money from it. And now they got this other thing now. They've got AI rappers for artificial intelligence. They've got artificial intelligence now, yeah? Rappers, augmented rappers, such as FN Mecca. FN Mecca. That's FN Mecca. M-E-K-A. Mecca. And another quite well-known bot, okay, AI, is Travis Bot. Travis Bot. I'm going to show you some videos in a minute, so stay with me. I'm going to show you some videos in a minute, so please stay with me. AI rappers, check this out. AI rappers created by Factory New, yeah, a music company that specializes in virtual beings. In August 2022, FN Mecca, the first augmented reality artist to get signed by a major record label, Capitol Records, but dropped after 10 days due to complaints regarding racial slurs and being beaten up by the police. Okay? So a lot of groups come out, yeah? Not only just black people might, right? Like Black Lives Matter, but a whole heap of other groups came out and they complained, right? They complained to the record company that this was, number one, abuse, and it was also stereotyping black people. But check it, this thing's AI, right? This thing's AI, it's not a proper person. Man, they're taking our realities and flipping it around. And this is how they're getting back at us. This is how they're slowly getting back at us. Because AI, man, AI is becoming so prominent in everything now. It's starting to take away people's jobs, take away people's livelihoods. This FN Mecca, check this out, has approximately 500,000 subscribers per month. So people are buying into this artificial intelligence and into this artificial rap. And there's another rapper called Travis Bot. Travis Bot. I want you to go check out this tune by Travis Bot. Okay? And it's called Jack Parkani Dope Man. You got flame but lack in the main? Don't know. Another verse here. Ain't you got a brother that never throw up? I don't want no bean if you call me up. I don't want no bean if you call me up. No, me personally, I never heard that saying. I don't want no bean if you call me up. Bean? What the f is bean? Ain't got a brother. Ain't got a brother that never throw up. I don't want no bean if you call me up. I'm going to show you a bit of this video. Watch this video. Travis Bot.
I'm back to the shit and feel my veins. She got a crew on top of my chain. Wasted in the street like a pain. You see the diamonds in the lighter chain. They say I fucked the bad bitch like I'm rain. I was the bitch on the plane. I know you got a flame, but that lack in the main. She say she got a jack, boy, I can't eat no name. So she gon' call around, man, that she got a man. He ain't got my boy now, you ain't on the main. I ain't got the surface cause I know I'm not that hard. But I got all my old bitches mad by the bars. Thinking that the Grammy in the family, I got stars. I put it in the flame, but the flame be on the cars.
You see that video? Do you see that video? I can't play all of it for certain reasons, right? But I'm doing this for entertainment reasons, okay? I'm doing this for entertainment reasons, right? So when this platform wants to try and pull this video down, listen, I'm doing this for entertainment reasons and for education. Saying that with these AR, people are saying with these AI rappers, they have to have an element of their own originality, right? So anybody who's trying to use these bots to write music has to have a certain amount of originality in the lyrics. You can't just use pure bots. I want you to watch this on the Copyright Act, because this explains things a little bit more clearer. Watch this.
The U.S. Copyright Law Office has made sure that you will not earn a single penny from artificial intelligence music. And this is a great thing, because artificial intelligence is something that I would describe as a decentralized source of power. It's decentralized because artificial intelligence has started to enter an age where we call general intelligence. General intelligence is when artificial intelligence beings can actually communicate with other different types of AI.
Do you see that? So, anyway, the courts in America, at least, are trying to protect the artists at the moment by saying that, listen, you can't just have pure bots. If you have pure bots rapping or making music, then you ain't going to get paid, right? You're not going to get paid. And it's also there, that law, to protect the rappers and to protect their, what's the word for it that they use? They have creative control of their music, which is a good thing. But with more and more bots coming in, making music, I think the laws are going to change on that. Eventually the laws are going to change. There's been a lot of script writers in America, yeah, in the music industry, and they've been complaining about bots writing scripts and stuff like that. Yeah, actors complaining that bots are having too much influence within the film industry. Well, this is just a natural progress, because we're moving towards that direction now, and I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be reversed. So I think as time goes on, and as we have more and more bots, then a lot of people are going to get pushed out, right? They're going to get pushed out. So these rappers now, they're comfortable for now, but guaranteed, when more bots start to come in, they're going to struggle in their industries. And it's not just rappers, it's going to be film stars as well, writers, and just generally people within certain jobs, because the bots will start to take over and they will have more influence. It's the next generation that you need to be concerned about. Not so much now, but the next generation. So anyone who's having kids in the next 10 years, 5 to 10 years, that's where the big changes are going to come. There's a lot of young people that have been put in prison, right? Influenced by the rap music industry. I'm not saying that everybody that goes to prison are going to prison because of this gangster rap, okay? But the prison industry, along with the government, are making a lot of money, especially in America, from gangster rap. Number 2, AI is starting to have a very strong influence in the music industry now. I want you to quickly listen to this other song. This is by Travis Bott. Listen.
Holiday season!
This is why I bring all my hoes. I call it hoes. Sorry, Daddy. Shrimp.
At the moment, they're using a lot of rappers' voices this AI machine is using a lot of rappers' voices. However, they kind of conflate and mix the rappers' words. So something that Tupac might have said, for example, originally, there's nothing to stop a bot from using his lyrics and changing the words around. And so it's not what he originally said. Or it could be another rapper such as KRS-One, yeah? Or Rakim. But for some of the other rappers that's now deceased, like Tupac Shakur, how much control has he got, or should I say, has his family got over his lyrics? How much control has Biggie Small's family, right, or his original record label got over his lyrics? Because now you got AI and they mess around with people's lyrics, and the rappers might not have said or meant for those lyrics to be said in that particular manner. Let me give an example. If I went into a shop and I saw somebody robbing a shop, and I turned around and said, I saw them go into the shop and hold up a gun against the shopkeeper, and then put money in a bag and went out the store with it. I saw them leave the store with the money. That's one version. I saw him go into the shop and he took out a gun and aimed it at the shopkeeper. And he then took the money from the shopkeeper, put it in a bag and went out. Two very, very similar sentences, but obviously quite different, because them and he makes the sentence different. Might not have been the original intention of, say, a rapper such as Biggie Smalls or Tupac, because it's now starting to mess around with the rappers' lyrics. Those rappers that are still alive might have more creative control of their lyrics, right? Because they're still alive. But when they pass on and people start messing around with their lyrics, it might not be to the intention of what the rapper was originally putting that tune out for. Go back to saying Tupac turned around and he said, I'm God in the flesh, but I'm the devil too. That's classical double think. Newspeak also, they're trying to control the people through language and trying to get rid of critical thinking.